Alright, this is some lettuce that I got out of the fridge. Okay, it's little romaine hearts, okay? And some of the leaves on the outside were kind of nasty. So all I did, see them, how ugly they are? So all I did is take those off. I rinsed it good. I'm going to cut the ends off of it. I'm actually going to cut it up because I'm going to let it sit in my little colander and drain before I put it up in the refrigerator. Now, once it drains, I've got this bucket I made and I put holes in it so that my lettuce could actually breathe. It really needs a hole in the bottom of it too. Let me put one in the bottom. I'm going to put a couple of holes in the bottom of this right quick. All I do is take a sharp knife. These are awesome knives. These are Cutco. They're professional grade. If anybody's interested in buying these, I would have to let you go through the company. Because it's one of those things that they have to come to your house and sell. Kind of a pain, but it's just, that's how it is. Kind of like my cookware is Salad Master. And I bought it because they actually came to my husband's workplace when we were first married. And it's called Waterless Cookware, and that stuff is amazing. And I bought several cookwares since then, just wanting something different. And no matter what I get, I always go back to my Salad Master. I tried to put something online that's kind of equivalent to it. Of course, it's not as expensive, but it's the closest thing I can find to how my cookware is made. And that's an Amazon link, not the Walmart links, but the Amazon link. So if you're interested in buying those. I put this down in this, I put holes in this. And then I put paper towels down in it to line it. And this is good to keep your lettuce or your spinach or anything like that, leafy vegetables in. And it keeps them fresh for longer in the refrigerator. And then I put the lid on it. And that way the holes are in there. The lettuce is in there to keep the moisture from rotting the leaves. And what did I say? The paper towels are in there to keep the moisture from rotting the leaves of your green leafy veggies. And then it's got holes at the bottom. Sometimes we can just make things and not spend $50 on some gadget that they're selling at the store. Now, I do have gadgets on my website, but they're essentials, things that are worth, paying money for. All right, so there's what we're going to do with our lettuce, and here's our lettuce. It's going to drain, and then we'll put it in here later. Now I'm going to shuck some corn I found in the refrigerator. I think all I'm going to do with this corn is, gosh, I really need to go to the store while corn is so cheap and put some up in my freezer so bad. But anyway, I'm shucking this. I took a lot of the top off that one because it was ugly. This corn's not all bad. I don't even know where I got it, but it's not very pretty. Looks like something I would have picked out of a doggone field for the horses. But maybe it'll taste good. This is a pretty one. Finally, we get a pretty one. Well, I can't snap that off, so whatever. That's so pretty at the top, I'm not even going to cut it off. I'll probably just boil this because I haven't boiled any in a while. I'm going to cut these in half. This is so small, I'll leave it like it is. Alright, let me get my brush. If you don't have one of these brushes, you need to get you one. It is a gadget worth paying money for. I don't have on my website yet. I guess I could put one out. This one actually came from Peppered Chef. I've had it forever. It's wonderful. And so I just brushed the silks off my corn. with this, and it's so much easier. And then I put them up here on my little, I've got a little wooden drainer. I actually think I do have that online. I love it. And that's where I put some of my veggies up to dry too when I'm cleaning them and prepping them for the week. You'll find yourself cooking more if you will take a day to prep. Clean out your refrigerator and see what you've got. It really does help to get you ready so that you don't have so much to do when you're tired. So supper time is the worst time of the day for me physically. I hate it. I don't ever want to cook, ever. I'm always too tired. So if I prep, it's so much easier. Okay, throw these husks out. Not husks, silks. I say the wrong words for stuff continuously. It drives me nuts. Okay, so my corn is clean. My lettuce is clean. Now I'm going to make some tea. I took this Milo's lemonade jug, and I've already used my spout. Let me just tell you what I put in there. Use a spout, put in, I use a 1/3 cup measuring cup. I put 4 of those in here, so that's 1 1/3 cup. Then I take a tablespoon, a level actual measuring cup, measuring tablespoon, and I put 2 level tablespoons of sugar in here as well. Don't ask me why, but it just makes it perfect. It's not too sweet, and it is sweet enough, so it just makes a really good tea. So that's 1 1/3 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of sugar in a whole gallon jug of tea. So I've already poured the sugar through my spout. Oh, and I boiled my tea. I like Tetley tea. That's my favorite. Louisiana, however you say it, to me has an aftertaste, kind of like a bitter aftertaste. Now, I was raised on Tetley, and whatever you're raised on is what you like. So if you're raised on the other, drink it. It's good for you. So anyway, I'm pouring this through the spout into my jug. It's hot. All I do is bring it to a boil for about 3 or 4 minutes and turn it off. And sometimes I actually rinse this out a little bit to get all my good tea. And then I throw these in the trash. It's so fast and easy to make tea if you do it the way I do it, or I think it is. All right, you take the spout out, and then you fill up your jug with water. While you're watching this, this is a cookie sheet. Actually, Kimberly Simpson online from the Facebook page, one of my fans gave me this. She sent it to me in the mail. I love it. But anyway, I always keep a sheet behind my sink because I have a window and I have, you know, a wall and stuff, and it keeps everything from splattering up. See how that splatters? You can tell stuff splatters up on it all the time. And that way it kind of keeps the back part of my wall shielded. And I know I could go and do something fancy and lay some tile or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. So anyway, we've got our tea filled up. Where's my lid? Now, what you're going to do, because it's still warm, see the sugar in the bottom? You're going to shake it up upside down and let all that sugar mix up in the tea. And shake it for a couple of minutes, because even after you shake it, if you don't shake it enough, it will, because it's warm, it's gonna melt the sugar. Now I'm actually, what I like to do, because I like to drink it fast. Now you can put this in the refrigerator and drink it tomorrow. Do not pour a glass of this tea after you make it the day of. Do not, because it won't be sweet, And then you'll think it ain't any good, and my recipe ain't any good. But tomorrow it'll be good. Or put it in your freezer for about 4 or 5 hours. And it gets really good and cold. Then you can drink it, but it has to be cold in order for the sugar to, what do they call it? Sugar doesn't really melt. It actually decomposes. I don't know if you know that or not. But everybody thinks that sugar melts, and it don't. It actually decomposes. You can look that up online if you want to. But anyway, I'm going to put this in the freezer for 4 hours, and then I can have a good glass. And what I like to do, if you're not careful, you'll leave it in there and forget it. And if you do, then you can take it out and put it on the back porch till it thaws. But you got to wait till it completely thaws, or a big block of ice will be in there, and it'll be way too sweet to drink. But what I like to do is put it in the freezer for about 5 hours, and when I take it out, there's little bitty tiny bits of ice in it, and it makes the best glass of sweet tea.